What's the appropriate thing to do? Everybody's got a different standard of reality. Well, we've lived in a situational, ethical type scenario for so long that the idea of what is really personal responsibility has become very subjective and relative. So ultimately, I say we need to spend more time on our knees in prayer, asking our Father what area of our life should we take on and be willing to stand alone in pushing back, but somewhere we have to push back. But also reach out and try to understand those that are pushing back in other areas, like dancing around the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. And muster the courage to ask the question that you're afraid to ask. Muster the courage to ask the one that you know when you stand up, your knees are going to be shaking, and you don't know if it's going to be able to come out. You're going to sound like a fool or an idiot. Ask it. Ask it anyway. Ask the question.
Welcome to the Trading Post. You're live on the air.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just wanted to comment a little bit on the BLM meeting.
Is this Doug?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I've got I don't know whether it's a cold or what it is, but anyway, I'm out and about, but I'm not doing real good right at the moment. But anyway, he's absolutely right, and there's a lot of agricultural people who have cattle, sheep, whatever. We depend on those governments, and they come in and they start shutting down all these roads, and then we can't get in and do what we have to do. And we have signed leases and agreements and contracts with the government on this stuff, and that belongs to us to do certain things with. It doesn't keep anybody else out. It's still government property, but they have no business going in and shutting them roads down. And people need to show up and tell them what they think. And they also need to tell them that they need to hold these damn meetings, these darn meetings in the evening. Those of us who really need to be there, most of us have jobs where we have to work from 1 to 4, and we don't get paid to be there.
So let me ask you this, Doug. Do you feel like these meetings are held at their convenience, or do you feel like, and have any proof that they're held at that time just to keep some people away?
Both. I don't have the proof. If your gut means anything, absolutely both. They hold them when they know people can't show up, because then the people who do show up, 9 times out of 10, tell them what they want to hear.
Now let me ask you this. Some of these road closures that you're talking about, will that affect, do you know it by fact that will affect your leases?
Well, I don't know what road closures they're talking about right now because I haven't seen the list.
So there's a possibility of that?
There's a possibility.
Okay.
And the last time we did this, it affected a lot of people.
Okay.
And they're relentless. You think you got them stopped, and they come back and they wait a little while, let you kind of get comfortable, and then they come back and hit you again. And it doesn't matter whether it's that or something else.
Okay.
I mean, it's just continuous. And people absolutely need to figure out how to be there.
Okay. Are you going to be able to make it?
No, because we're hauling cows. We've got to get cows out because we're out of.
There you go. There you go.
Got to go.
That's the problem.
There's no way. There's just no way. And I can't afford to hire somebody to do that, so I can go to these meetings.
You shouldn't have to hire somebody. I'm going to challenge 10 people to stand in for you today, and I'll be one of those 10. I'm going. It's between 1 and 4 at Friendship Hall. Let's have a showing of hands here. How many people want the forests and the BLM lands cut off from the people? Let's put an exclamation point behind the word no. Let's do this thing.
All right, Dougie.
Absolutely. I mean, and people, what they don't realize is it affects me as a business person, but the person who has the rock climbing Jeep or the 4-wheeler or the horse that just wants to go out and have a good time, it affects them just as much because all of a sudden they can't go there either.
That's right.
All right, Dougie, we got to run, but thank you so much.
Thank you, and keep up the good work.
The original Tea Party was about preventing a precedent from being set. We talk a lot about tea parties today, but the problem is we don't understand that we have to say, no, it was illegal to throw the tea overboard. We need to throw the tea overboard. Yes, it's going to be illegal, but somewhere we need to take a stand. If we can only take a stand where it's not illegal, then go take that stand. But take a stand somewhere.
That meeting's from 1 to
From
4?
1 to 4 Friendship Hall on the fairgrounds.
Today?
Yes.
Okay, 1 to 4.
Yeah, and there's another meeting I want to announce. This is the Constitutional Patriots. The Western Slope Constitutional Patriots is meeting June 7th at the Sail Barn Cafe. That's 700 West 5th Street in Delta at 6 o'clock. Go to a meeting, folks. June 7th, 6 o'clock, 700 West 5th Street in Delta, the Western Slope Constitutional Patriots.
All right. Welcome to the Trading Post. You're live on the air.
Hi, this is Dennis from the 912 Project. How you doing today?
Good. How are you doing, Dennis?
I'm doing fine. I'd just like to remind everybody that if you can't go to this meeting today, call the BLM and register a complaint that these meetings are held at lousy times that people can't attend. And then also, if people want to get involved, come to our 912 meeting. We're involved in every aspect of government. David knows how involved we are, and we're also involved in community service too, besides just being active against everything that's going wrong in the country. Okay?
Yes.
All right, Dennis. Good point.
Yeah, and let me just fully endorse that meeting. It's a great meeting. They've got a lot of committees going, and they've become a government watchdog group, which is what all of the people need to band together. If we're the sovereign, and we need to hold our public accountable, our government accountable, this 912 group is leading the way and demonstrating how it's done. So I applaud you guys, Dennis.
Thanks, David. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right, you take care. Very good point. You can call the BLM and lodge your complaint about the meeting times. There again is one thing you can do when you say, what can I do? There you go.
Somebody can call in with a number here and save us the time. Somebody quick, look it up in your phone book, find the number, and let's get that number announced or somewhere today on Jim's show. But yeah, when we start coming together as a real community, someone was offended the other day when I used the word community organizer. You know, George Orwell talked about this concept of doublespeak. And one of the ways that they have commandeered us, the people, is they've commandeered our language. They've taken control of our language and they've redefined words to mean something other than what they really mean. The word community organizer now brings up notions of, labor unions, SEIU, and things like that. But the truth of the matter is Jesus Christ was trying to organize the community to come together as one, e pluribus unum. So I use it in that context, not in a slandered context that the Orwellian doublespeak people would have me say.